A judge sentenced David Alan Quarles to 35 years in federal prison in January of 2023 for conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, threats, fraud, or coercion, importation of an alien for prostitution, transportation of an individual in interstate commerce for prostitution, and using a facility of interstate commerce in aid of prostitution. As part of his sentence, the court also sentenced Quarles to a term of 10 years of supervised release. The courts required him to register as a sex offender. Here's what happened. Hi everyone, I'm Melia from Tactics, and today I'm going to talk about another real-world story of human trafficking. Before we get started, make sure that you've subscribed to our YouTube channel by clicking the button below. Also, hit that alert bell icon so when we post new helpful content, you get notified. According to testimony and evidence presented at trial, for decades, Quarles trafficked young women. He recruited, enticed, harbored, transported, provided, obtained, advertised, maintained young women. He forced them to have sex with men in exchange for money. Quarles forced and coerced the victims to engage in commercial sex across the United States by using methods such as physical violence, threats of violence, sexual abuse, psychological abuse, and financial abuse. The evidence revealed Quarles frequented strip clubs and bikini bars to target and recruit young, vulnerable women. He targeted women who he knew were in difficult financial situations. Many of the victims lacked a stable home. Many had recently aged out of the foster care system. Quarles promised the victims he would provide everything they desire. He promised them financial security, love, affection, and a family. Quarles engaged in activities like directing the victims to engage in prostitution, posting advertisements featuring these victims, and arranging for the victims to travel across the United States to work. He required his victims to send him the money they earned when engaging in sex acts. They had to seek his permission to spend funds on necessities. The evidence presented in court shows that Quarles lacked any legitimate source of income and benefited financially from the victims. He used money generated from the trafficking to rent large homes, buy luxury clothing items, and buy high-end cars. At trial, Quarles testified that he had been working as a trafficker since at least 1994. However, he denied needing to force or coerce his victims to engage in commercial sex. At the sentencing hearing, Quarles maintained this defense. He stated that he did not intend to force or coerce his victims into engaging in sex acts. The jury did not buy this defense and convicted him of sex trafficking. Now he will spend the next 35 years in prison. If you'd like to learn more about human trafficking and how to help victims, reach out to Tactics. And you've already made it this far into the video, so you might as well like it, share it, and comment below.